One love, y'all, because we're together. United, baby. Under one roof. Come on. In a house. The house is ours. It's one love, y'all. Forever and ever. We are free. We are love. We're round. We're skinny. We're big. We're small. But we have love in our heart. And we want you in. As long as you bring the love.
Say good morning, girls. Good morning. Oh. Tired this morning. Not too sure why, because they slept really well last night. What did they do? Sunday was Easter, so they came home, they took a nap, and then they kind of slept till 10 o'clock, from 7 to 10 o'clock, and then I woke them up about 10 to give them a bottle. I wasn't trying to wake them up, but I knew I had to give them a bottle because, excuse me, because the last few nights, they kind of been sleeping till almost 4 o'clock in the morning, so I kind of wanted to see if they'd do it again. So they stretched themselves this morning and did it again. So I only got up with them like 4 o'clock. It had to have been like after 4 o'clock in the morning. So that was a major stretch and it was pretty good. And then they had their next bottle at 7. Yeah, they had it at 7 o'clock, and then they went back to sleep for a little bit, and gave them their bottle at 10. Did I give them a bottle at 10? Oh my gosh, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm confused. I always tend to forget too. Anyway, not too sure what's on the agenda for today. We're just chilling, and we'll check back in later. Our favorite pastime. And I was wrong. Their last bottle was at 8 o'clock, so they're due for their 11 o'clock bottle, which they're almost about done. And as you can see, I try to put something. Say good morning, Jessie. I try to put something up posted so that I don't have to hold their bottles. It works really well when we're out and about. And even now, but right now in this chair, they're a little sitting up, probably a little bit too much. Usually in their boppy pillow works really well because they recline back a little bit more, but I highly recommend you do what you have to do when you have twins and you only have one set of hands. You can't, you got to try to make things that's easy for you and not wear yourself out, because when we're home, I'm fine. Because it's their home. I have everything. I know, they're comfortable. But it's when we go out when it becomes very, very tiring and challenging at times, especially if I'm by myself. So that's where the help is needed, not at home. It's needed when we're out. So yeah. So we're just feeding, and May go for a walk today around the block or so. It depends if it's not windy, because lately it's been windy and it's been cold. So tomorrow's supposed to be a really great day. Tomorrow they have a doctor's appointment. They get I think more shots, their vaccination shots. I have a postpartum doctor's appointment too as well. Everything is going well. Yeah. So that's it. We're watching our favorite Veggie Tales as always. I'm going to try to look for some sensory videos for them, so they could be a little bit more intrigued. I mean, they'll watch TV, but of course they're just watching the colors, but I'd rather them watch something that is kind of activating parts of their brain. Oh, and I do also, I was doing some research on their noticing that their cradle cap has gotten a little worse, so I really hadn't really been paying attention to it. I kind of have, but I kind of haven't. But I've been putting our healing ointment that we got from Bye Bye Baby on it. But honestly, I don't think that was the greatest thing to do. It heals, but it also is building up. So I actually washed their hair yesterday, and I have to admit that this was the first time I actually washed their hair, and they'll be 3 months this week. And the reason why I say wash, because they don't have much hair, but I usually would just, when they take their baths, would wet the washcloth and wipe their hair like that. So it wasn't like a full wash. But this time I had some foam wash, baby wash, fragrance-free sensitive baby wash from Bible Botanicals, and tried that out last night on both of them. I put some grapeseed oil as well on their scalp after I took the brush. When I did their bath, I put the foam wash on it, and then I took their hairbrush that they got from the hospital, and I kind of just gently, in a circular motion, just kind of brush their hair, just to kind of uplift some of the dead skin. And when the hair is wet, you can see where the cradle cap is, because it turns white, obviously, because it's dead skin. So I'm gonna just work on it every other day. If they don't take a bath or a wash up, I'll just spritz their hair and then do the same thing. Sorry for the lighting, guys. It's not a good lighting day today for natural light. It's kind of cloudy today, but anyway, so that's what I'm going to do every other day to kind of work on it so that it can fully remove the hair on the scalp, the cradle cap. So I'll probably do a little video on that. So yeah. Say bye. I know, Amira. I know. Still noticing that hand, huh? Yeah. Amira's a little quiet. This is a quiet talk for Amira. Usually Amira's a little talkative, more loud. Like Emmy's talkative today. This morning. Yeah. Emmy had to be changed again this morning because her diaper soaked through. Boy, oh boy, what are we going to do? And that wakes her up because she's wet. But they are getting ready for their 9 o'clock bottle. And then we have a 10 o'clock doctor's appointment. Yes, we do. Hey, girl. Hi. Huh? No. Hi, girl. So, today was an eventful day. We went to the doctor's. The girls are coming in at about 12 pounds and some odd ounces. They did not get shots, so I was a little misquoted myself. They did not get shots. They will get shots at 4 months. They will be 3 months tomorrow, Wednesday, and they're doing very well. She actually said that we can probably start introducing them cereal come 4 months. You know, it is what it is. We're not like aggressively seeking that because honestly they gave me a good night the night before last, and they slept till like 4 o'clock in the morning, so that was pretty cool without any formula. But I'm not pushing it, you know. Whatever she sees we can introduce to them slowly is fine. I saw some brands in Bye Bye Baby today, which they have in Whole Foods, so we'll probably go that route. I actually have to separate them tonight. They are starting to get a little bit too big for their little bassinet until we get their cribs. So I just separated them, and now we're just using the 2 playpens in our area, in our room. They're still in our room, obviously. We're in an apartment, so we have to utilize our space wisely. So we have the 2 playpens over there, which is great. You know, listen, I'm all for what's that word? I'm all for what is the word I'm looking for? But, you know, not having to really spend so much, because this is the last hurrah. Like, no more kids, you know. And I'm not trying to spend all that money. Like, for what? So, but they are going to get their, we are going to get cribs, but we're just utilizing the bassinets for right now. So anyway, they just had their bottle because we were out, and they slept. They didn't fall asleep till late, so I let them sleep a little bit late. So their 6 o'clock bottle or 6:30 bottle they kind of had a few minutes ago, and it's like 7 something. So yeah, I kind of let them sleep. They had a rough time getting to sleep from their nap. So we'll see what time they fall asleep tonight. 10 o'clock. I don't know, will probably be their last bottle. And see what happens tonight with them sleeping separately. I don't know. I have a feeling Emmy may like miss Amira, but we'll see. So tonight was hair night. I kind of been slacking on their hair because they had a kind of a bad case of cradle cap. So what I used was, as you can see, you can see one has more, it has it a little bit worse than the other, but it was starting to like kind of scar a little bit. but when I washed it the other day with the foam wash that I had, you can see the caked on dead skin. So I was like, okay. So what I did was use this brush that we got from the hospital, and today I used the water bottle, and I used my grapeseed oil that I used for my hair. I used on their hair because grapeseed oil has a lot of things to help the scalp and nourishes the scalp and helps with dandruff and strengthens the hair and promotes growth. So we're using that right now. And of course it is all natural, so it's nothing that I have to be worried about putting on their hair. So we'll see. And I did this every other day. I don't do it every day just because their scalp is, still sensitive and it's still baby skin. You don't want to make it tender. So I didn't see anything caked on. I don't know, but it doesn't look half as bad. But so you can just see a little something there. So we're gonna work on that and let that get better. That's a little tip. If anyone, your babies have cradle cap, finding grapeseed oil, it helps. And also kind of makes your nails grow too. I noticed that when I put it on my hand, my nails grew like crazy. I was like, what in the world? I had to cut them. So anyway, that is my little tip for the day. Grapeseed oil. Again, I use it in my hair and as a natural moisturizer, and I'm using it on the girls' hair to help with their cradle cap. So I'll talk to you guys later.